Okay, good evening. Let's give this a go. It's 21:58. We're on the ground at Belfast City Airport in the 737-600, and we're going to set up for a short flight across to Edinburgh. So this time I've incorporated my iPad. So here's what I can see on my iPad right now. This is the dispatch software. We're going to fly from EGAC, which is Belfast City, to EGPH, which is Edinburgh, with alternate of EGPF, which is Glasgow. So airtime should be roughly 39 minutes, block time 1 hour and 7, cruising at 17,000. Cost index is 65, it's a 171 nautical mile flight. Average winds at the cruise level are 255 at 30. And that's given us a wind component of positive 27. So we anticipate burning just over 1.5 tons of fuel for our 94 passenger load. We're going to take just over 4 tons of fuel, and we have 2,350 kilos of baggage on board. So that's the dispatch software, and I'll show you how that looks in Navigraph. So we're in the location to the lower left, and Edinburgh is to the top right, and that shows our routing to Edinburgh. So let's jump in the cockpit and get the aircraft set up for departure. So the first thing we'll do is turn on the battery and start the APU. And we can set the FMC up while that's starting. So we're at EGAC, and we're at gate number 4. Once the APU started, we'll select alignment for the navs. So generators are available. Generators on. We'll select the line for the navs, and we'll go back to the flight management computer. So we can set our position. We can put in our route. The destination is EGPH. We'll request the plan. There it's there. And set payload, set fuel, select route. We'll request the plan. Take a minute or so. And we'll load that in. So that's in. According to our flight plan, we're expecting departure from runway 22. So put that in. departure runway 22. There's no standard instrument departure from Belfast, and we're anticipating arriving on runway 24 at Edinburgh. So we'll put in for the ILS, and we're going to fly a Tunsi-1 or a Tuns-1 Echo arrival from Tunso, so we'll put that in. We'll check the legs, so Blacka, Tunso, Tala, Tartan, and then to runway 24. So that's in, and set up the initialization page. So quickly flick to, so our weight is 51.823, so 51.8. We've got 4.2 tons of fuel on board, 2 tons reserve. Cost index was 65. We'll be cruising at 17,000. Winds were 255 at 30. That information's in. Execute. Be a full thrust takeoff and flaps 5, 112, 114, 125, dial 125 and 17,000 in the mode control panel, and runway 22 at Belfast is course 217. So we'll dial that in as well. And we have the navs aligned. Right. So we're all set up there. We'll go ahead and start the aircraft. A little bit rough and ready. Actually, let's tune 130. 130,850. So we'll get the ATIS. I need to turn on the radio. Oh, that's approach control. 124580. 124580. So we should get the ATIS now.
.10 kilometers or more. No clouds detected. Temperature 18 degrees. Dew point 08 degrees. QNH1021. Landing and departing runway 22. Transition level 060. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information India.
Right.
Belfast City Airport information India. 2055 Zulu. Surface wind 250 degrees. 6 knots. Variable between 230 degrees and 290 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. No clouds detected. Temperature 18 degrees. Dew point 08 degrees. QNH1021. Landing and departing runway 22. Transition level 060. Read back all hold short instructions.
Right.
Advise on initial contact you have information India.
So that is the
Belfast
weather.
City Airport information India. 2055 Zulu. Surface wind 250 degrees.
Belfast Belfast ground, Skymark 737, request clearance to Edinburgh.
Skymark 737, Belfast Tower, information India current, cleared to Edinburgh, runway 22 after departure radar vectors blacker, climb to 6,000 feet, squawk 3115.
Expect runway 22 vectors to Blacker, cleared 6,000, squawk 3115, Skymark 737, QNH 1021.
Negative. After departure radar vectors blacker, climb to 6,000 feet.
Radar vectors to Blacker, climb 6,000 feet, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Skymark 737 is ready for push and start. Skymark 737 ready for pushback and engine start.
Skymark 737, Belfast Tower, pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Push and start approved, face northeast, Skymark 737. Skymark 737 ready for taxi.
Skymark 737, taxi taxi to holding point Alpha. Runway 22 via Alpha.
Taxi runway 22 via Alpha, Skymark 737. Glitch, never mind. Directors are on. Auto throttles armed. So runway 22 is going to involve back taxi turn. Skymark 737 ready for departure, runway 22.
Skymark 737, Belfast Tower. Wind 250 degrees. 6 knots. Fly runway heading. Runway 22 cleared for takeoff.
Skymark 737 clear for takeoff, fly runway heading. Thank you.
No. Skymark 737 cleared for takeoff, runway 22.
Skymark 737 clear for takeoff, runway 22. radar 134.8, Skymark 737, goodbye. Skymark 737 with you, climbing 4,500 for 6,000.
Skymark 737, Belfast radar, good evening, identified, climb flight level 100.
Climb flight level 100, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, turn left, heading 060.
Left heading 060, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, contact Scottish Control 119.875.
Scottish Control 119.875, goodbye. Scottish Control, Skymark 737 with you, climbing 9,000 for 10,000.
Skymark 737. Scottish Control. Identified. Climb flight level 170.
Climb 170, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737. Cleared direct Blacker. Resume low navigation.
Clear direct Blacker, Skymark 737.
Easy 706. Contact London Control 118.775.
Contact London Control 118.775, easy 706.
Control 118.775. Goodbye, Skymark 737. London Control Skymark 737 with you, 17,000.
Skymark 737, London Control, identified.
London Control, easy 708, passing flight level 156, climb into flight level 310.
Easy 708, London Control, good evening, identified. Continue climb to flight level 310.
Continue climb to flight level 310, easy 708.
So, we're
Skymark 737, cleared Tunso 1 Echo arrival, runway 24.
cleared Tunso 1 Echo arrival, runway 24, Skymark 737. So we're almost at waypoint Blacka.
Lima, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, easy
And
787.
we're turning up towards
Easy 787
waypoint
Lima,
Tunso,
descend to flight level
where we
340.
commence the
Descent to flight level
standard
340,
terminal
easy
arrival
787.
procedure to runway 24 at Edinburgh.
Easy 787 Lima, turn right, heading 335, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 335, easy 787 Lima.
Speedbird 8 Golf, cross INPIP at flight level 260, then descend flight level 200. Cross INPIP at flight level 260, then descend flight level 200, Speedbird 8 Golf. Easy 89 Echo Romeo, turn right, heading 095, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 36 miles.
Turn right, heading 095, easy 89 Echo Romeo.
Easy 89 Echo Romeo, contact Aldergrove approach 133.13.
Contact Aldergrove approach 133.13, easy 89 Echo Romeo.
So this is the approach chart. Shows us starting the arrival at Tunso, continuing up to Tala, and then from Tala to the Tartan waypoint at 7,000 feet. Will then be vectored for approach to runway 24, which is the westerly runway at Edinburgh. So probably out over the water a little bit, and maybe even over some of the city itself.
Easy 708, cleared Settle 1 Mike arrival, runway 23 right.
Cleared Settle 1 Mike arrival, runway 23 right, easy 708.
Speedbird 8 Golf, descend via star to flight level 070. Descend via star to flight level 070, Speedbird 8 Golf.
ready for descent.
Skymark 737, descend to flight level 070.
Descend flight level 070, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, descend via star to flight level 070.
Descend via the star to 7000, Skymark 737.
Easy 787 Lima, descend flight level 160.
Descend flight level 160, easy 787 Lima.
Skymark 737, reduce speed 270 knots.
Reduce speed to 70, Skymark 737.
London Control, EC834, passing flight level 161, climbing to flight level 350.
Easy 787 Lima, descend flight level 140.
Descend flight level 140, easy 787 Lima.
Easy 834, London Control, identified. Continue climb to flight level 350.
Continue climb to flight level 350, easy 834.
Skymark 737, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, Skymark 737. Just keep the speed at 270 because we'll need to reduce to 250 in a couple of thousand feet.
Easy 787 Lima, turn left, heading 275, intercept the 25 localizer.
Turn left, heading 275, intercept the 25 localizer, easy 787 Lima.
Skymark 737, reduce speed 250 knots.
Reduce speed 250, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, reduce speed 240 knots.
Reduce speed 240 knots, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, reduce speed 230 knots.
Reduce speed 230 knots, Skymark 737.
Descend 5 star to 7,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Descend 5 star to 7,000 feet, QNH 1022, EV706.
Easy 787 Lima, contact Aldergrove approach 133.13.
Contact Overground approach 133.13, easy 787 Lima.
Skymark 737, contact Edinburgh approach 121.205.
Edinburgh approach on 121.205 by Skymark 737. Edinburgh approach Skymark 737 with you descended 9,000 for 7,000.
Skymark 737 Edinburgh approach, information Tango current, good evening, QNH 1020, expect radar vectors ILS approach runway 24.
Expect radar vectors ILS runway 24, QNH 1020, Skymark 737.
Speedbird 8 Golf, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020, vectors for the approach.
Descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020, Speedbird 8 Golf.
Skymark 737, Newcastle heading 020, expect radar vectors ILS approach runway 24.
Say again for Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, Newcastle heading 020, expect radar vectors ILS approach runway 24.
Heading 020, vectors for the ILS, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020, vectors for the approach.
Descend 6,000, QNH 1020, Skymark 737.
Speedbird 8 Golf, descend to 5,000 feet.
Descend to 5,000 feet, Speedbird 8 Golf.
Speedbird 8 Golf, turn left, heading 330.
Turn left, heading 330, Speedbird 8 Golf.
Speedbird 8 Golf, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Speedbird 8 Golf.
Speedbird 8 Golf, for miles from CI24, turn left, heading 280, maintain 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS approach runway 24.
Turn left, heading 280, 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS approach runway 24, Speedbird 8 Golf.
Skymark 737, turn right, heading 030, descend to 5,000 feet.
Right heading 030, descent 5,000, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, turn left, heading 340.
Left heading 340, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, Skymark 737.
Speedbird 8 Golf, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.705.
Contact Tower 118.705, Speedbird 8 Golf.
Skymark 737, for miles from CI24, turn left, heading 265, maintain 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS approach runway 24.
Left heading 265 down to 3,000, cleared ILS runway 24, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed, Skymark 737.
737. Contact Edinburgh Tower 118.705.
Tower on 118.705, Skymark 737, goodbye. Edinburgh Tower, good evening, Skymark 737 with you on the ILS, runway 24.
Skymark 737, Edinburgh Tower, continue.
Continue approach Skymark 737. Okay, gear down, flaps 15.
2500.
Neptune 4 Sierra, holding short, runway 24.
Neptune 4 Sierra, hold short of runway 24.
Hold short of runway 24, Neptune 4 Sierra.
Speedbird 8 Golf, exit left of Alpha.
Exit left at Alpha, Speedbird 8 Golf.
Neptune 4 Sierra, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 24, line up and wait, Neptune 4 Sierra.
Speedbird 8 Golf, monitor ground 121.755. Have a good evening.
Ground 121.755, Speedbird 8 Golf.
We're at 4 miles and I'm still not cleared that
Neptune 4 Sierra, Edinburgh Tower, wind 250 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. Traffic for mile final, no delay.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff, no delay, Neptune 4 Sierra.
Skymark 737, wind 250 degrees, 8 knots, runway 24 cleared to land.
Cleared to land with Skymark 737.
No. Skymark 737 cleared to land runway 24.
Cleared to land runway 24, Skymark 737.
Neptune 4 Sierra, contact Scottish Control 124.5.
Contact Scottish Control 124.5, Neptune 4 Sierra.
Approaching minimums.
Continue.
100. Minimums. 50, 30, 20, 10.
737. Exit left at Alpha.
Exit left at Alpha, Skymark 737. Take Bravo.
Skymark 737. Contact ground 121.755.
Ground on 121755, Skymark 737, goodbye. Edinburgh ground, Skymark 737 with you, request taxi to parking.
Skymark 737, welcome to Edinburgh. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Request assignment, Skymark 737.
Skymark 737, say again gate number.
Skymark 737 requesting a gate, any number.
Skymark 737, taxi to stand 16 via Alpha, Lima, Golf.
Stand 16 by Alpha Lima Golf, Skymark 737. Engines off. Knobs are off. Let's request the ground connections. Set the chocks. Request all. Master caution reset.
Blue Max 48, taxi to stand 185 Alpha, Lima, Golf.
Taxi to stand 185 Alpha, Lima Golf, Blue Max 48.
Right. Fuel pumps are off. Yaw dampers off. Generators are off. Window heats are off. Probe heats are off. Electrical hydraulic pumps are off. And request all the vehicles. Beacons are off. Seatbelts and emergency signs are off. So we're just waiting for some stairs. And here they come. Hyper realistic driving through the building. Or maybe underneath the air bridge, but is what it is. Okay, there we go. Doors are about to open. And there we go. Doors are open. Goodbye.